Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
Uh,
Yeah.
no Tyler Kolek, no Oso from Marquette. I mean, look, they were in that game. They were fighting hard, but just ran out of gas as you would expect. Creighton wins again, Jeff. So why don't you tell me how much you believe in Creighton now?
Yeah, without Kolek and Oso, I just honestly I don't think it was that impressive. Okay, all right. I'll go back.
I mean, that's
I like
I mean, that
Creighton.
is fair. I mean, that's like that's
It is
not like
fair.
an unfair.
It is fair. I mean, you're taking the best point guard in the country off Marquette, and they're
Second
the
best.
best big. But no, he's the best point guard in the country.
Jamal Shed,
hopefully he'll be back
would like to
soon.
work. Hold on.
I love Shed. I love
Yeah,
Shed.
Jamal.
I love
Yeah,
Shed.
Jeff Goodman is trying to say that you're not the best point guard in America. Yeah, no, he's wrong. Who had a game winner today?
Anyway.
You did.
Because Tyler
Wow,
Kolek would not
okay.
be able to score.
I'm live now. I
Tyler
got to
Kolek
call
would
you
not
back.
be able to
Jamal.
score on Shed one-on-one. You know,
No, but
like that's a big
Shed
blow to
needs
your
one.
argument.
They're both awesome. All right, they're both friggin' awesome.
Yes.
Kolek, I am a little bit worried about being out for a few games here. We'll see. I mean, that oblique injury is no joke. Obviously, if Kolek didn't travel, think about this: if he didn't travel to the game, it's significant, and he didn't play because he's about as tough as any dude, and he wants to play about as much as any dude in the country. What I will say is
on that, I want to emphasize that point. Do you guys remember the ankle injury he had at Illinois? Do you remember how bad that sprained ankle was? Right, like
yes.
that was a bad injury, and he went on the road to Illinois and lit him up, and Marquette won at Illinois. That dude is one tough son.
That's
of a
why
bitch,
I'm saying, right. I wouldn't be shocked if he sits till the Big East tournament. Like, there's no reason. If it's serious, right? There's no, like, I almost felt like that way with McCullough. If you're Kansas, it's like all that people are going to remember is what you do now in the NCAA tournament. If you're Kansas, what are you playing for now? You're not playing for a Big 12 title. So if he's still banged up, which McCullough looked fine today, or he looked pretty good, then you could play him. But for Kolek, sit him. On the flip side, John, yes, Creighton, Baylor Shireman's been playing his balls off for the last month. Kalkbrenner, I still think there's too much pressure. Like, I don't think people give Kolek enough credit. I just don't, because, again, what he's got to deal with defensively, nobody else has to deal with in the entire country, and what he does.
Yeah.
And he's still pretty good offensively. Trey Alexander was good today. We've seen Ashworth. He wasn't great today, but he's been pretty darn good. And some of those other dudes, like Mason Miller, they've helped. Farabello's helped. Like, they've become good, solid role guys who can help. So Creighton's dangerous, man. They're dangerous. I'm not taking a lot from today's win, but I am taking a lot from over the last few weeks that they are a dangerous, dangerous team that now I have a little bit more faith in their fifth, sixth, seventh guys.
Well, here's the thing about them, Jeff. Here's the single most important fact you need to know about Creighton is that they don't foul, right? They don't get guys into foul trouble. They are so good at avoiding getting into foul trouble. A lot of that is because they know that they have Ryan Kalkbrenner at the rim, and they are so disciplined at being able to funnel people to the basket, right? Their defensive game plan is basically like, we're not going to let you shoot some threes, and we're going to dare you to go to the basket. And if you have to live with midi pull-ups over Ryan Kalkbrenner, that's what you're going to do, because you're not finishing at the rim and you're not shooting threes. That's how they beat you. That's why they're so good defensively. And Kalkbrenner doesn't foul. Like, that's his superpower. That's why he's so good defensively. Like, he's elite in drop coverage. He's a really good rim protector. I don't think he is that much better as just like a rim protector than, say, like a Donovan Clingan or like a Zach. Like, he's probably the best, but it's the gap isn't that significant. Where the gap is, he doesn't get in foul trouble. And all of their guards know, if we don't foul, they're just going to go right to the rim and they're going to struggle with Kalkbrenner. So they basically have like four guys and then rotate like four players in that fourth spot, right? And their four guys will play like 38, 39 minutes every time that they have a big game. And you never have to, like with most of these teams, it's like, well, what happens if one guy gets in foul trouble? You know, what happens if DeJuan Harris gets in foul trouble with Kansas? You don't have to worry about that with Creighton because they are so damn good at not fouling. It's unbelievable. Like they are the best in the country at. Like, I don't know what the stats say. To me, when it comes to like national title contenders, they're the best in the country at not fouling and keeping their guys out of foul trouble. And they're 4 studs. Like, Baylor Shireman's been, if you just look at like the last month and a half, he's probably been one of the 2 best players in the Big East. Like, for my money, Devin Carter is the Big East player of the year. Baylor Shireman ain't that far off. Like, I probably have him above anybody from you, like above Tristan Newton, above Cam Smith. Like, he's been unbelievable. Trey Alexander's a stud. Stephen Ashworth, he struggled a little bit like in the last week and a half, but he had like an 8-game run where he looked like the Stephen Ashworth from Utah State. And we know what Kalk is. Like, that Creighton team is really, really good. Mac knows how to scheme stuff for him. He knows how to get his shooter shots. Like, I think that there's real legitimate Final Four upside with Creighton. And I think that in the context of Tyler Kolek battling whatever he's battling, right? Battling this oblique thing, I think that Creighton is more likely to make a Final Four than Marquette is.
I agree with that a 1,000,000,000%. Like, I could not possibly agree with you any more than I do. But my feelings on Marquette have been well chronicled on this show and on this broadcast over the last few weeks. So not nothing I haven't already said.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.